today we're here with Whitney McVerry, who interned for the VRG in 2012, and we're here to hear about her experience of interning with the VRG. So, when did you start your internship with the Vegetarian Resource Group?
So I did my internship the fall of 2012, and I had to get 120 hours to graduate for college credits. And I had reached out to Charles because I had recently become vegan, and I did a quick Google search of vegan groups in Baltimore, and immediately VRG popped up. So that's kind of how we connected, and I inquired about an internship, and he replied right away, and we got started.
Yeah, and could you describe what you worked on during your internship?
Sure. So my big project was doing the archive for the NC State University Tom Reagan Animal Rights Library. And so I had to take all of the historical VRG journals and compile them. And that was the funnest project to work on because I got to see the whole history of VRG from the very beginnings. I got to go through old VRG scrapbooks and see Deborah and Charles on camping trips and doing all of this animal activist work. It was a really cool experience. And then just day-to-day stuff, I got to do veggie bits, try all the vegan products that came in and write little blurbs about them, kind of reviewing them, just blog posts. I worked a ton of booths, which was a really good experience because you get to meet tons of people, and you get to kind of educate them on veganism, get their perspective on veganism, and kind of just learn about talking to other people and not becoming awkward or things like that.
Yeah. So you had recently become vegan before you started with the VRG. So how do you think that working with the Vegetarian Resource Group, really impacted your view of veganism?
I think that it kind of just put it into place why I was actually vegan, because I was going into it for the animal rights aspect, but then working at the VRG gave me this opportunity to get some insight on the environmental impacts of veganism, which I didn't even really take into account, and just the lifestyle impacts of veganism. It made me think differently about the clothes I buy and the food, where I'm buying it from. So it was kind of just an overall lifestyle impact that I got to learn about at the VRG.
And how do you feel that your relationships with VRG staff have shaped your professional learning and your college experience?
Yeah, so Deborah and Charles are an endless library of vegan information and just life information in general, and they've really guided me. Not recently, they're 4 years old now, but I have vegan toddler daughters, and so I had that resource there. As soon as I got pregnant, I'm emailing Deborah and Charles oh my gosh, what can I do to have a healthy vegan pregnancy? And of course I did, and it was a great pregnancy, and my daughters have been vegan from birth, which is so cool. So I think just having that impact on my personal life, and then career wise, just having a network of people. Charles connected me with the first job out of college for a vegan marketing company that I worked for on and off for over 5 years. So it's a great network.
For more information about the Vegetarian Resource Group internships, go to vrg.org/student. To support the VRG internships, donate at vrg.org/donate and contact us at vrg@vrg.org.